Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to fishing. So we are getting in the water right now, bright and early. Not really, it's like almost 8 o'clock. It's pretty windy out, so we're fishing a different spot. It's actually the same spot as the last video. And we're gonna do a little bottom fishing, so the breeze, I'm starting to feel it now that we're pulling away from structure. Actually feels pretty nice. But if we were in some of the other spots we fished offshore a bit, we would be getting blown around quite a bit, and that would not be fun. But it's just right for here. So we're gonna try jigging on the bottom and see what we can find. I'm going right to where I was getting the most action last time, so hopefully we can fish it right. We got about an hour left of incoming tide before it switches to outgoing, and hoping to get into some fluke, but honestly this might just be as much of a weak fish trip if it's anything like the last session. So we're gonna try and make it happen, and hopefully we'll get something that you want to watch. Stay tuned. All right, so we got a little wind and it's going against the tide, but we're not that deep, so we're gonna start with the 1 ounce bucktail and see how that goes. Fishing a high-low jig. I found that the weak fish were really receptive to that high teaser, so we're gonna start with that. I was actually marking a lot of bait on my way out here, and I'm not marking as much here, so if this is a bust, we're gonna move in, but see what we can do. This is more or less the same area where I was fishing last time in the last video. I'm getting some marks at the bottom. I'm already getting bit, that's good. Already on. He's on there. Weak fish? Nope. Nice sea robin though. If we caught something else we want to keep, this would be the kind of size sea robin we want to keep. I'm hoping there's not a wall of these down there. Really not looking forward to dealing with these all day. Sea robin, I think? No, not a sea robin. Definitely not. Big old pork chop. Not that big. Let's not get finned by this one. Yeah, like I said, we got a kind of weird drift right now, but we're gonna try and make it work. I'm gonna hit this spot again. See if we can get back on the fish. About 40 feet of water. Tide is about peaked. Same spot last week, I was dead low tide around 35, so feels a little different. Since it's wind against tide, I'm just gently pushing against the wind so the tide will carry me. I don't want to be pushed with the wind and then lose track of my line. Once it switches, it's going to be really nice. I'll have the tide and the wind together so I can get a nice clean drift. Relatively speaking, of course. I will say that breeze feels real nice. It's very soupy out right now. Got a storm in the tropics moving its way up, throwing all kinds of humidity at us. Should be making landfall here tomorrow, though looks like we're gonna get a light end of it. Pork chop central. These bends, man. This is all we're gonna get. We're gonna move around a little bit. A lot of bait on the bottom and some good structure too. Let's see what's on them. Bottom covered in bait. Just a little under 30 feet of water. There we go. It's a fluke. Going for the teaser. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm on your side. Chill, chill. You're going home. Don't worry. Ooh, it's gonna keep waiting. Might be a fluke. Yeah, it's a better size fluke. Not big. Throwing up all kinds of micro bait. Easy release. A lot of micro bait down there. That fluke, what that fluke spit up is any indicator. Explains why a lot of them are hitting the teaser, not the bucktail. Another fluke. Fluke around are shallow. Feels a little better, but I'm pulling him against the tide. No. Nice jump. As soon as it hit the ground. What is this? I don't think this is a fluke. It's big. Big fish. If it is a fluke, we're in business. Oh my God, look at that thing. Jeez. That's a tank. Oh man, that's like a 4-pounder. I'll take that. On that little teaser. Jeez, man. Look at that thing. Yeah, he's skinny, but easily 3. He'll cook. Oh wow, he wanted both. He's got the bucktail and the teaser in his mouth. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a good thing he's a keeper because he swallowed it. Oh man. Nice fish. Let's get a shot. That's a nice sea bass right there. Definitely best of the season. If I had to guess, probably in the neighborhood of 3 pounds. If it had some gut, this would definitely be 4 pounds. Sick. Let's get him on the stringer and we'll get him home for dinner. Get a measure. Just as a frame of reference for the viewers at home. Now that he's all stringed up, that fish is going about 20 inches. Cool. All right, just got that really nice sea bass. Just shy of 21 inches. That thing took both the teaser and the bucktail, but it makes sense with how skinny he is, or she is, I should say. Let's see if there's another down there. Some serious structure. Thing hit it literally the second it hit the bottom. Oh man, that's a fluke. That's a fluke. Let's hope it's a keeper. It's definitely the best so far today, but it's not saying a whole lot. And it's not big enough. Chill out. Baby fluke. Well, we found the fluke. It's not the size we want. fluke. Another postage stamp. So, not on the seat. There we go. Lots of small fluke. Ooh, that's something better. Oh, that's big. That's something real big. Be a fluke. Be a fluke. I think it's a fluke. Jeez. This would be a big fish. Don't be a skate. Just don't be a skate. I think it's a fluke. I think it's a fluke. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Yes. That's what I'm talking about right there, folks. All right. Nice fish out of the new spot. Let's see what we're working with here. First, we're gonna get him on stringer so it doesn't pull a crazy move. It's definitely at least like a 24-incher, if I had to guess. Not as big as the last one, but solid fish nonetheless. Sorry, buddy, but it's over for you. Getting on that fish dinner tonight, guys. Let's take a look at that. Thick fish. Real thick. Easy, probably pushing 5 pounds. Say 4 and high change 5. All right, let's get a measure. He's just a really thick, not even that big, like 23, just 23 on the dot. Let's see if we can get like a semi-legit weight out of this fish before we bleed him out. Yeah, it's a thick fish. I mean, I know obviously I'm weighing the stringer too, but I'm just gonna call him around 5. I'll weigh him again when I bleed him, but with all that blood, he's a 5-pounder. All right, we got that fluke in the boat. About 5 and change, I'd say, after that weight. Got him in about 30 feet of water. Some structure around, but what really drew me to this area was the bait. So we're gonna see if there's another one down there. See how it goes. All right, we're gonna try that same drift again. We got outgoing tide. See if we can get another nice fish. Ton of bait in the water. It's all on the bottom too, so that's good. Still haven't seen this in some of the other spots I've been fishing, so it's very encouraging here. Then again, I don't usually fish this shallow at my other spots. Oh yeah, another fluke. Feels decent. I don't know if it's a keeper. Doesn't feel bad. It's not even close. Not even close. Don't worry, buddy. Oh, come on, come back. That's not what hit it the first time, for sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's lightening up. Definitely a fluke. No, not even close. Lots of shorts. Come on, come on, come on. Got a lot of bait in the bottom over here. Definitely worth a look. Wind's definitely picking up. Glad we're fishing here, not the other spots. If I was out far, I would not be having a fun time right now. It's a little bumpy here, but this is totally doable. I'd be getting soaked if I was way out there today. As predicted, this wind is definitely starting to get a little snotty, so trying a little further into the wind and the tide. If it's good, I'm going to hang out here for a little bit. If not, I'm just going to let this kind of push me back. And then I'm going to make my way into a more sheltered area and fish probably the rest of my session there. This wind is not really going to let up today. At least that's the general consensus in the weather forecast. Oh yeah. Whoa. That's the best. Wow, that's a nice one. Sure, why not? Why not? That's a nice one. But you know what? No. Unless they're huge, I'm not going to deal with them. Oh yeah, that's fluke. Not a big fluke, but fluke nonetheless. Maybe decent, I don't know. Might be alright. Well, we'll never know now. I don't think it's big enough. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's session. Overall, not too bad. Got on a couple nice fish and had a bunch of small stuff, and overall it's a nice time. This wind kind of held me back a bit, but you know what? In all honesty, it's kind of keeping this fishing refreshing. It would be very, very hot and humid if I was just sitting in the calm. Ideally, this isn't necessarily the place that I would have gone to first had it not been for this weather, but we made it work, and I'm going to go home with some dinner. So hope you guys liked what you saw. If you did like the video, make sure to hit that like button. Hit that like button, please. If you like these videos, definitely subscribe if you haven't done so. For those of you that have subscribed, thank you for doing so. You can definitely expect some more videos in the future. If you have any requests what you want me to go after, please feel free to leave that in the comments or just any other feedback you have. And that's going to do it for today's session. Goodbye from fishing.